Breaking news for the latecomers. Nnamdi Kanu's case officially reassigned to a new judge. What does this mean? Many people might see it as normally, after all, my brother, listening good. To me, this one is one step ahead into the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If the ZUU government can agree to do this, that means we are close to successful exit from Nigeria. You may not understand, but I can tell you that the trap which they set for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the injustice Binta Yako have been jumped past and the case closed. Just watch out what is going to happen with this new judge. Whether you like it or not, whether you believe it or not, my brother Nnamdi Kanu is on the way to his freedom. And this is another victory that has been recorded in the pursuit to get the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, out of the hook of the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. So this one is another step towards the right direction to get the needed result for the actualization of the independent state of Biafra. 2027, Tinubu was Southeast, South, strike deal with governors over his re-election. Why I have not moved into government house? Dr. Alex Otti laments. My son's killers threatening to eliminate me and my family. Abia farmer cries out. So my good, wonderfully met Biafran brothers and sisters, happy Sunday to you all. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Let us quickly dissect these messages before it is too late. Like, share, comment, and make sure you subscribe. I, Oklora, is here to serve you well. The legal battle surrounding the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has taken a new turn as his case has officially been reassigned to another new judge. Nigerian News reports that this development was confirmed by Kanu's lead counsel, Aloysius Ejimako, in a statement yesterday. Ejimako revealed that Kanu remains fully prepared for trial and confident in his innocence. Yesterday, which is Saturday, before the legal team conducted their routine visitation to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we received two separate letters regarding the case of the IPOB leader. The letters are momentous and somewhat cyclic, Ejimako stated. According to him, one of the letters came from the Honorable Chief Justice of Nigeria in response to a request for administrative intervention following the recusal of the previous judge handling Nnamdi Kanu's case. The second letter is from Chief Judge of the Federal High Court, which is John Seho, officially informed Kanu's legal team of the case reassignment. Expressing gratitude for the decision, Kanu instructed his legal team to acknowledge the efforts of the Chief Justice of Nigeria, stating, consequent upon this latest development, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu instructed the legal team to publicly convey his sincere gratitude to the Chief Justice of Nigeria for her sound administrative discretions and dispatch with which she responded to our request. He also extended appreciation to members of the public who supported the demand for his case to be reassigned. Reiterating his readiness for trial, Aloy Ejimako emphasized that Kanu has always been willing to defend himself in a court but faced challenges due to the judicial disruption that began in September of 2024. To be sure, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has always been ready to take his trial, but he is firmly convinced of his innocence. But the perverse events of the past 6 months, from September 2024, when the recusal happened, pose potent dangers to his constitutional rights, particularly his right to fair and speedy hearing, Ejimako noted. He further explained that the legal team had to take extraordinary measures to ensure the case was appropriately reassigned. Now that the authorities have taken steps to uphold due process, the focus will shift to Kanu's defense. So now that the first steps have been taken by the authorities to do the lawful thing, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and his legal team shall take stock and hunker down to the zealous preparation of his defense, he added. 2027, Tinubu woes the Southeast and South governors. He made a deal with them. The deal is what we cannot say until we read the news. With 715 days to the February 2027 presidential selection, political maneuvering and realignments are already in motion as aspirants and their supporters began strategizing for the race. Last month, the national chairman of the All Poverty Congress APC, Dr. Abdullahi Umar Ganduje, declared that the North will support Bola Ahmed Tinubu's re-election and reclaim power in 2031 following the North-South power rotation principle. Yes, North-South power rotation principle. And yet, Otti Zokalo is out there jumping up and down like wow. Including P2B, Nigeria will happen to them and they will confirm. Echoing similar sentiments, Minister of State for Defense and former Zamfara State Governor Dr. Bello Metawale affirmed that the North will rally behind Tinubu to ensure the continuity of his development project across the country until 2031. However, their comments have drawn mixed reactions from the northern leaders, especially as sources indicate that Tinubu is cutting Southeast and South leaders to boost his 2027 re-election prospects. With the APC ticket likely Tinubu's to reclaim unless he opts out, his success will hang on securing a majority of votes while meeting the constitutional requirement of getting at least 25% of votes in 2/3 of Nigeria's 36 capitals and the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. In 2023 presidential selection, Tinubu's victory came largely from the Northwest, North Central, and Southwest. However, he faced stiff opposition in the Southeast and South and even failed to secure 25% of the votes that happens in Abuja. 2023 presidential selection results breakdown. Southwest, Tinubu's stronghold. Tinubu got over 58.4% vote, which is 2,542,979 votes. Atiku got 941,941 votes. That is 21.6%. Obi got 849,423 votes. That is 9.5%. Kwankwaso gets 0.38%. The total votes in the Southwest is 4,350,987 votes. South, Obi's dominance. And all this, so on and so forth. I beg the result, we don't have time for that. We're on an Abia. Tinubu's 2027 strategy weighing the Southeast and South. To improve his standing in the Southeast and South, Tinubu is reportedly reaching out to governors and political leaders in these regions. Sources indicate to Vanguard that apart from the implementing key projects in these zones, Tinubu is exploring a political arrangement that will allow opposition governors to retain their seats in exchange for electoral support in 2027. If successful, this strategy could see Professor Charles Soludo Anambra for Apuga, Dr. Peter Mba of Enugu State, Pastor Umo Eno of Akwa Ibom, which is PDP, and PDP governor in Bayelsa, and Sheriff Obowore of Delta State, returning their positions, while Tinubu secures the required votes in these states. That is anti-party activities. Additionally, governors interested in defecting to APC will be welcomed without resistance. However, not everyone in the APC supports this strategy. The chairman of the United Nigeria Airlines and APC an APC governorship aspirant in Anambra State, Obiora Okonkwo, argues that securing an APC governor in Anambra through the upcoming election will be more beneficial for Tinubu's 2027 re-election bid than rallying on an opposition governor. Well a day. Why I have not moved into government's house, Dr. Alex Otti. The governor of Abia State, Dr. Alex Choma Otti, has stated that delivering quality service to the people of the state is more important than where he resides and operates from. Otti disclosed this while speaking during the monthly media chat that Governor Otti speaks to Abians. He assured that his priority remains delivering results to the people of the state and not where he operates from. Otti explained that the delay from moving into government house, Omaya, was based on the careful allocation of resources and assured the people of the state that the government house, Omaya, will be fixed soon, not just for his administration but for future governors. He said, "You are worried that I am not operating from here. I don't think you should worry about that. The important thing is that I am operating and I am operating very well." In conclusion, Dr. Alex Otti says, "I can assure you that in no distant time, since we are taking care of those important areas, we will come here and the government house. We don't have time, we are in a hurry, so we have to do so many things at the same time. Before you know it, the 4 years is over and you'll be wondering what really happened." My son's killer threatening to eliminate my family. Abia farmer cries out. Mr. Isaac Madoka, a farmer, indigenous of Omu Ekpa, Akano Item in Bende local government area of Abia State, has appealed to the Nigerian police force to save him and his family from being killed the same way his son was killed. Madoka, who spoke to journalists in his house at Umekpa, Akano on Friday, said that people who allegedly mass-minded the launching of his 19-year-old son, Ndukwe Isaac, on January 27 of 2024 and buried him in a shallow grave, were now threatening to eliminate him for daring to pursue justice for his late son. According to him, his son Ndukwe, who was launched in his maternal home, Okai Item, was mobbed and beaten to death on January 27 of 2024 by a group of youths who accused him of stealing 110,000 naira from the proceeds of his Ndukwe biological mother's rice business, bemoaning that the teenager was killed through jungle justice and buried in another compound without his consent. Mr. Madoka said that he reported the killing of his son to the police in Ibere, Bende local government area in 2024, while the involvement of the police led to the exhuming of his son's body and autopsy conducted at the Federal Medical Center, Umuahia. However, the farmer is now raising fears about an alleged threat to his life, as according to him, a group of youths from the same Okai Item now regularly visit his home at night, threatening to eliminate him the same way they killed his son. He said he can no longer go to his farm because of the threat. They stormed my house at night this week again and started banging on my door, ordering me to open the door, but in panic, I hide inside my house. My only offense is that I demanded justice for my murdered son, he lamented. When contacted on Friday, the spokesperson of the Abia State Police Command, DSP Moreno Chinaga, advised Mr. Madoka to report the threat to the police station nearest to him or the State Criminal Investigation Department, SCID, Umuahia. And my people, ebe a ka anyị ga-akwụchi n'ichi njedebe. Ọ ga-adịzi mbọchị ọzọ. Make una help me circulate this message so that everybody get hold of this Ogbonga victory that Maazị Nnamdi Kanu have recorded so far. Today is Sunday, and ọ ga-adịrị onye ukwu mma wee dịrịkwa onye nta mma. Ka Chineke onye pụrụ ime ihe niile, Chukwu oke abịa ma onye na-akpụkọ oge niile, mere anyị amara, gọzie anyị wee gochi anyị ụzọ ziri ezi, nke bụ na n'afọ Nna na Nwa na nke Mmụọ Nsọ. And otu a ka ọ ga-esi wee dị. Ka emesịanụ. He shock you.